Good morning. So, time for our weekly update. Today is January 22nd, and you can see that the water level is plenty high. It's a couple of inches over our dock, which you can sort of see underneath the reflection there. It's a cold, frosty day. It's actually gorgeous for January, but the water is high. It is much lower than it was earlier this week, though, because this whole lower part did have a flood and was flooded to right about here where my finger is showing at some point in this week. We didn't actually see it. We just see evidence of it. It's real wet and soggy and slippery because it's quite muddy. The weather this week has been really windy and rainy, so kind of stormy. And I'll show you some more pieces of what happened there. So as you know, we have these two tents here to hold things. So far, I don't think the water came up as high as this white tent. We think it only came to like there. So there's still plenty of space for it to come. And in this white tent, we are trying to save furniture that we liked from the house. Unfortunately, it's mostly gotten very mildewy in here. And probably you can see here on the legs of this table, I don't think there's anything to be saved in here, which is sort of sad. Because of the wind and the storms, you can see a lot of branches came down, but just little ones. You know, these willow trees are really old and very weakened by this ivy, which needs to be addressed. But here's the blue tent that is holding building materials, so we will have to put that up today, but it's really just holding lumber and doors and things like that. It is not mildewed in there because it's very airy in there and there's nothing really precious in there. So yeah, the other very exciting thing that happened on Thursday was that 39 doors and windows were delivered to our property. So finally, Stanislav and his crew are back. They took a 3-week break to work on another project while we were waiting for some of these deliveries. And we now have all of these windows and doors. A few of them actually aren't for our house. For example, this is not for our house. The ones for our house have these, in German, they're called Sprossen. I don't know what they're called in English, but these like lines and these panes. So we have all these windows, just doors. These will be our bedroom doors. Another thing of doors and windows. And the last one here. So that's really exciting. The men have been busy already preparing the supports and beams that will be holding up the windows. They put up the scaffolding, and on Monday they say they're going to put in this big door right here. They want to get this side of the house done first because the scaffolding belongs to somebody else that they need to return it to. Along the front of the house, when it was built, it was 2 windows and 2 windows, and then at some point, probably in the 70s, this window got taken out and was made into a big triple window, which was nice in the room because it was the living room. We want to bring back that charm of the house and have 2 windows and 2 windows. So they took out the middle window and have built the wall, and they will be installing the 2 windows and 2 windows here, hopefully soon. Also, I realized how much I like symmetry with this project. Also in the basement, you can see there were 2 windows here, and those will be replaced. And then there's going to be 2 windows over on this side too, so that this symmetry thing continues. Although that's a garden and nobody ever sees it, so it's a bit silly perhaps. Okay, one of my favorite features of this house was the stained glass window. It's not the most beautiful stained glass window, but it's cute. And unfortunately, we weren't able to insulate it easily. It was going to cost a lot of money. So we are going to end up replacing that with a window. There's also going to be a window, sorry, let me zoom out here, put in right here. And there's a bathroom, and this window are going to coordinate. And then we're putting in a window along this wall too. You can actually see a hole has started. That's where the window's going to go. That's our bathroom and our bedroom. This window, and this window are all coordinating, and they're going to look the same, except that the ones that are in bathrooms have frosted glass. Now, the question is, what do we do with this stained glass window? I would like to take it out and put a light box behind it and use that as like a piece of art in the house somewhere. I think that would be really nice. And even though we have bought 39 doors and windows, we still aren't done. We need to buy a door to replace this door. This is really cute, but it's not insulated at all, and it doesn't actually even properly lock. This garage door doesn't work for us because we're not using this as a garage to park a car anymore. It's more of a shop. So we want to have doors that open, out. And we also want doors that have windows in them. And then this is where we keep our garden tools. It's like our shed. And I don't know if we're going to replace that door. Apparently, at some point we will have to because it has broken glass in it. But for right now, for our garden shed, it's fine. We'll see. So I'm going to take you really quickly inside and show you what's happened in here. So when you come inside the basement, it's much brighter than it used to be because the red carpet has been removed from this wall. And actually, Christoph and I did the first coat of white paint in this whole space. So it's nice and bright and fresh. And Christoph and Hans also removed all the old pipes and wiring and electricity. And I see that some new lighting has already been installed here for this basement hallway. It's probably not the most glamorous, but it doesn't actually matter. So here's like where the new electricity will go. In our guest room, it looks the same as it did last week, except I wish you could feel it. It's warm in here. So underneath this new cement floor, there is in-floor heating, and it's actually really warm and nice in here. Despite these old barn windows and holes in the walls, it's remarkably warm. So that's really cool. And I'm hoping that when we come back next weekend, that maybe this big glass door is here. That would be incredible. And then there's one last space that I'll show. And that's back here. So this is our laundry room, which you've seen before. It's pretty messy right now. We're very happy that the boiler is working and keeping our house warm. Even upstairs it's warm. And we're going to be painting that this weekend, this room. And then today's project is painting this sewing room. So you can see the wall that they repaired last weekend. If you remember, there was like this big water stain rainbow here. Seems to be dried out, and Christoph has already put the first coat of primer on, so I'm going to start painting in here today. The room that I painted last week turned out really nice. I mean, it's a basement room. It's not exactly thrilling, right? But it's bright and white and clean, and like if you look here, you can really see the difference between what it used to look like with the old paint and then what it looks like now. So it'll be nice. Oh, what the heck, I decided to head upstairs to show the bedroom because next week when we come, this should be one big window. I know that's on the agenda for next week. So I thought, might as well come up and show that. And also in this bathroom, there will be a window there. So you can see he started the hole there. And here is my husband, hard at work. They have removed the window boxes above the windows here, and this will become a door. And same thing here. Same thing here. They removed the window boxes here. This will become a door. They removed all of these window boxes. Those windows will actually be the same size, but new. And this is the place where they built the wall in and removed the window boxes. So, pretty exciting stuff. Today, Hans and Annie are working on our entranceway, removing all the rest of the wallpaper, and getting it all ready.